So my name is Alex Williams. I'm the head of animation at Escape Studios in London and also the founder of the online animation school, Animation Apprentice. And I am here to talk about jobs in the coronavirus world. And this is a very short video just to make it clear that, corona is really not a good excuse for not finding work. I don't mean to sound harsh in any way, but one of the great advantages of being in the animation industry, which I am and which my students are, is that despite the lockdown, despite all the troubles that have afflicted live action filmmaking, animation has boomed. Animation continues to grow, and yes, there are layoffs for some studios. Most of the layoffs, if you look, are in studios which have been doing visual effects work for live action films. So places like Framestore, DNEG, they have had layoffs, but that's largely because the pipeline, the live action pipeline, which used to come through to provide visual effects work, dried up 6 months ago, or 4 or 5 months ago, and so now there have been layoffs as a result of that. But for full animation, for a purely digital pipeline, in many ways things have never been better. So don't assume that just because of COVID, just because of Corona, there are no jobs out there. On the contrary, there are jobs. Now, it's a different kind of landscape. Obviously, it involves working from home. You're going to need a really good workstation. So you're going to have to spend some money on a decent laptop or a decent workstation. You're going to obviously need a really great internet connection, a really great tablet. You're going to need some hardware, but you can work remotely. One of my former students, Daniel Baidu, is living in Malta, working for an Italian animation studio on a British TV series. And that is how interconnected the world is getting. Remote working is where it is. It's the future, certainly. One of the big problems with remote working pre-corona was client confidentiality and the difficulty of setting up proper firewalls and maintaining confidentiality on big movies like a Harry Potter or a Star Wars, where the client is really concerned about nothing leaking out. But those problems have now essentially been solved, and the IT departments have put in place proper firewalls and proper security procedures so that remote working from home can now work. So the future, the present, is remote working. And that means that if you're thinking, oh, I won't get a job because of coronavirus, don't think that way. You just got to look for the studios which are looking to hire, the studios which have benefited from corona, and those are places which are creating new original 3D content. Blue Zoo in London is hiring. I look at my Facebook feed, well, not so much Facebook nowadays, but LinkedIn, my LinkedIn feed, and also Twitter, but LinkedIn is best, to see which studios are hiring, who is looking for work, who is looking to expand capacity. That's where the opportunities are. That's where you need to be. That's where you need your demo reel ready to be on LinkedIn, ready to jump on the opportunities as they arrive. Just because of Corona, just because of COVID, do not give up. There are jobs out there. You've just got to find them.